Welcome to Tuesday's Market Intel Brief here at TOPGUN Options. Matthew Buckley, call sign Wiz. We have a lot to cover. We have inflation numbers today. We have some JP Morning's earnings, a lot of good stuff, but I want to knock out some tactical administrative items first. Hey, if you're interested in an all-female body, mind, soul, getting that stuff into alignment, we have a wellness retreat coming up down here in South Florida, August 8 through 10. Go on Instagram or Facebook, shoot me a DM, or actually you can shoot me an email, Wiz, W-H-I-Z, at No Fallen Heroes. Beautiful retreat center down here in South Florida. It's just an incredible property. We're going to host female veterans, first responders, family members, and also civilians. So if you've wanted to join one of our retreats, now you can as a civilian. So like I said, shoot me a DM on Instagram or Facebook, or shoot me an email, Wiz, at nofallenheroes.com, and I'll give you the tactical details. Now let's get to investing and trading. Next Monday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, I'm going to open the doors to our trading squadron. Nobody else does this, folks. A lot of other people will give you death by PowerPoint, right? 120 slides with some old trades from years ago, of course, cherry-picked winning trades, and then they ask you to buy something before you get on the other side, and then when you get on the other side, you find out they're complete idiots. I'm one of the only guys, I think I'm the only guy in the industry that opens up the doors for an entire week to trade for free. Last Full Throttle I paid for, I think it was 3 years of membership in a couple trades live. Nobody else out there doing that, folks. So here's what you need to do. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. That's July 21st through the 24th. I think we are setting up for a second half of the year rip your face off rally. I did a live trade brief this morning where we covered a bullish on America trade that could potentially make 6 figures in the coming years as the S&P 500 rips higher. We're going to get some peace in the Middle East, I pray. Peace in Eastern Europe, I pray. We're going to get trade deals. We're going to get interest rate cuts with Jerome Powell finally gone. Market's going to rip, folks. It's not going to be a straight line. We're going to have some challenges here and there. But, folks, net, the S&P 500 moves up and to the right over time, and I'm going to teach you how to capitalize off of those moves. One more time, go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. Here we go. Not happy with this as a human, but I'm happy with this as an investor with Raytheon. I thought Trump said, first day in office, I'm going to get a peace deal done. 24 hours. War should have never happened. Wouldn't have happened if I was president. Peace deal, 24 hours. We're on 7 months now, President Trump, and now you're sending more weapons and patriots to Ukraine. Again, I didn't vote for that. I voted for you to worry about our country first. But anyway, that's how Wiz feels. Now, Wiz, the investor, loves it. Raytheon, seeing a rip your face off rally, being long-term bullish on the defense contractors is good because Trump's going to be spending a whole lot of money since we're out of weapons. Giving them to Israel, giving them to Ukraine. Our own stockpiles are low, ladies and gentlemen. Doesn't matter. He was told we're low, and he still said, well, I'm going to send more weapons to Ukraine. Anyway, bullish on the defense contractors. The Treasury Secretary said the formal process to pick a new Fed chief is underway. The market's going to like that, ladies and gentlemen. Because, no offense, Jerome Powell is a hyper-raging partisan. He cut 50 basis points right in front of the election. When what? When inflation was going up and jobs were strong. Well, today I saw inflation was going up and jobs are strong, and he's sitting on our hands. He's not cutting interest rates. Clearly, the guy is a raging hyper-partisan, and they're going to name his replacement. Even though he serves until next May, they're going to name his replacement now to make him seem even more like a lame duck. And, of course, Donald Trump ain't going to nominate somebody that's not a Trump puppet and is going to want to cut and slash interest rates, right? So inflation was kind of in line with expectations. It depends on your partisan stance. If you expect rate cuts, this was perfect. If you think, hell, Powell should be raising rates, this was perfect. So it was porridge, right? It just really depends on your political view, but leave it to President Trump to get on Truth Social and say the Fed should cut rates by 3 points at very low inflation. $1 trillion a year would be saved. Unbelievable. Somebody should fire Powell. and he told him he should resign and all that type of stuff. I can't stand that leadership style, folks. I wrote a book about this type of stuff. You praise in public and you should counsel in private. And he does the exact opposite. JP Morgan, blowout earnings. JP Morgan beat top and bottom line. We have long-term bullish positions on JP Morgan. The stock is trading today after that earnings report. It's up, it's down, it's all over the place. I expect that. That's usually what happens. I mean, look, we had a big gap up at the open, and it really can't figure out what to do. So it's essentially flat for the day. I mean, down about a little over $2. But folks, this is a great looking stock. I mean, look at that. Since the tariff lows at about $200, we got as high as about 300. Look at that. 100-point rip your face off rally in JP Morgan. This is a name you got to own. You got to buy it with both hands. I love our JP Morgan position. It is printing money. There's a staggering 7.4 trillion. That's a T, folks, not a B, sitting in money market funds. What's that mean? That's a lot of dry powder. There's a lot of money on the sidelines that can come into this market and help us rip even higher in the second half of the year. How about this? CEOs are starting to say the quiet part out loud. AI is going to wipe out jobs. I've been telling you this for over 10 years, folks. I said, I'm a kid of the 80s, man. I watched the Terminator. AI is going to kill all of us. But for the past 5-10 years, all you heard was CEOs like, no, trust us. Everything's going to be great. AI is going to help people and help jobs. It's going to be awesome. If you were above the line, up at that C level, of course it's going to be awesome for you because you're going to lay off all your employees. And the random you keep are going to be to keep, the AI machines humming. This is bad. It's great for me and Amazon. Our long-term bullish positions in Amazon are printing money because Amazon is doing what? Building their own chips that are faster, cheaper than NVIDIA. Don't put all your eggs in one basket by trading NVIDIA, folks. That would be bad. Okay. Look at this power center that Zuckerberg just announced that they're building. The size of it is the Hyperion data center. If you overlaid it on Manhattan, that's how big this thing is going to be. Look at that. I mean, I'm old enough to remember watching The Matrix. What's going to end up powering AI? You and me, folks, our bodies. Tomorrow in our AR brief, our psychedelics, I'm going to update on psychedelics. There's great stuff going on in psychedelics, folks. The Maha movement loves psychedelics, and so should you and Wall Street. Look at this headline. Psychedelics may slow aging at the cellular level. You all should or better know my personal story and how they helped save and change my life. Everything got better in my life, folks. Things were brighter. My life, it removed a fog from my life. And that was mental. Now you're telling me, mind, body, soul. Now you're telling me these things can actually help me on the body level even more than I thought they did. I am all about this, ladies and gentlemen. S&P 500, look at the 3-month chart. We are going up and to the right. I think it's about time. We're taking a little bit of a break on the S&P 500 now. We might end up pulling back to about 6,200 or back to this 20-day moving average just to test some support a little bit. But net, I am bullish through the second half of the year. Quick reminder, if you're interested in a healing retreat, first of all, make sure you're following me on Insta at it's official whizbuckley. Okay, official whizbuckley, and then scroll down and you can take a look at the health and wellness retreat we're putting on down here August 8th through 10th. Beautiful retreat center down here in Southeast Florida. Shoot me a DM or shoot me an email, whiz@nofallenheroes.com. And then obviously make sure you register for our live trading series next week. go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. Men lie, trades don't. So I'm going to show you live my trades with my own money and the model portfolios, what I'm doing, how I'm capitalizing off of the moves in this market, and how I'm trading safely, right? Here's a blinding piece of brilliance. You can't make money if you're losing money. I'm going to show you how to manage risk first before focusing on profit. Make sense? Again, one more time, go.topgunoptions.com/full-throttle. And finally, if you do want to start microdosing, folks, head to getmaverickmind.com where you can check out our morning briefing, microdosing supplements, and our night duty. Okay? Getmaverickmind.com. And we also have our cool No Fallen Heroes Foundation merchandise on there. Have a great rest of your day. Fights on. Namaste. and Basi Basi. Whiz out.